In September, the city of Columbia introduced a new plan for community development. Good evening, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Michael Downa. Several months later, the plan will officially kick off tomorrow afternoon. Sarah Massler-Doner is live in the studio to tell us how the city is putting the plan into action.
Thousands of people die every year in texting and driving accidents, and almost a quarter of all car crashes in 2011 involved cell phones.
Missouri is one of 6 states that allows texting and driving for those aged 21 and up. KMUH's Raven Brown shares the story of a teenager who had a terrible accident and her mother's message to everyone. Last year's legislative session saw many different bills that dealt with distracted driving, but all of them failed to pass. Officials at the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education are making teacher certification requirements more difficult to achieve, with the goal of getting the best teachers into Missouri's system. The first change is an increase to GPA, requiring teachers to have a 2.75 cumulative GPA and a 3.0 in all professional education classes. Those are classes that teachers must take to learn how to be a teacher. Next, students must pass a new exam which measures performance in clinicals like student teaching. Finally, each certification program in Missouri will be reviewed annually instead of every 7 years.
I think it's what's best for our state.
DESE officials hope to have the new requirements fully integrated into the teaching certification process by 2017.
Some teens in Columbia are going to be up all night as part of Columbia Parks and Rec's winter lock-in.
Parks and Rec hosts the overnights to give teens a safe space for talking about the things most important to them. KMUH's Leanne Denyer is at the Armory Sports Center and has more with what the girls are up to. Molly Bowden, the first slain Columbia police officer's memory, is still alive a decade later. Family and friends hosted a blood drive in her honor today at Grace Bible Church. On the day she was shot, Bowden received 14 pints of blood. After realizing the need of blood in the area, Molly's family started the drive. It's in its 7th year. Molly's family thinks she would be proud.
Say, wow, that's out.
His goal was to collect 103 pints, enough to save more than 400 people. A more cost-effective way to stay green using solar panels could soon be a reality. Solar panels help people take advantage of a clean energy source, but some have trouble paying for the thousands of dollars necessary for it.
But a new report from an English university shows a bright future for solar enthusiasts. KMUH's Spencer Wilson joins us in the studio.
The U.S. Supreme Court is set to review Oklahoma's system for execution, the first time the High Court has taken up such a case since 2008. The court says it would hear a case involving 3 death row inmates who say the drug combination Oklahoma currently uses for capital punishment is unconstitutional. The inmates' lawyer says the execution protocols have changed drastically since the 2008 ruling in which the court ruled Kentucky's protocol was constitutional. The state of Alabama asked a federal judge to prevent marriage license from being issued to same-sex couples until the U.S. Supreme Court decides on the issue. The Alabama Attorney General filed a motion tonight asking to put a hold on the decision that overturned the state's ban on gay marriage. The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to decide whether same-sex couples have a constitutional right to marry later this year.